Good morning, my fabulous, freaky cats. Okay, I was totally, I was, I was thinking that I would do that. I should say instead of saying my friends or whatever, I would say my cats because my Facebook group is like my fan group is Allie's cats. And I have tried to change them into something more cooler, like um, Guardians, or that's Guardians spell like as Guardians is from my first series, Desolation series. And anyways, I've like tried different times to change them, to Allie's Archers. How cute would that be, right? Um, and you know what? I'm actually not sure that I've put that one to them. So maybe, but anyways, overwhelmingly, they have always chosen to remain as they were years ago when I first started having a fan group as Allie's cats. So I figured I better own it today and just greet you like I would my cats. But I thought it would be fun to put in like my sexy cats or whatever. But I am like, I obviously failed at that. Um, so yeah, so you got what you got. So hey, welcome if you're new to my channel, and welcome back if you are returning. I'm Allie Archer. I'm a speculative fiction author primarily for young adult readers. So that doesn't, I was about to go off on another tangent, which is definitely an repeated issue. So I write fantasy and science fiction and kind of everything in between, like paranormal romance and urban fantasy, and all of that falls under the umbrella of speculative fiction because you're like speculating, right? Woo. Anyways, this is just I shouldn't say just because that devalues me, and I'm awesome. I listened to this podcast this morning by Jessica Caver Lindholm. I'll put a link down because I always get her name wrong. And I adore her. She's so super real and authentic. And I took this class from her called Superflow. And I feel like I know a lot about flow because I used to be an opera singer before I had babies. And we'd call it the zone or whatever, right? But we had this professional come out, and he was a coach for athletes. And I think now, I don't remember what they called him back then, because seriously, that was like 28, 29 years ago. Back, I have dogs in here. Okay, this is an aside, but oh goodness. BRB, a doggy was just sick. And I didn't even hear it. Here, baby. Come here. Come on. This is my baby. This is Percival or Percy. No meal. And he was just sick. So I need to clean that up. No, Percy. Ugh. Isn't it gross when doggies eat their own barf or each other's barf? Okay. Yes, I am. Paper towels right here because of Percy. He is almost 4 months, but we have only had him for a couple of weeks now, and he was super not trained at all in anything before we got him. Okay, I was talking about something legit here. Oh, flow. So anyways, back in the opera days, they had this coach, let's call him a mindset coach, who came and taught us about flow, because opera singers are a lot like athletes. We have to quickly be able to, like, there's no, I mean, we warm up behind the stage just like an athlete warms up before they get on the track or whatever. But once you are on, you have to be on, and you have to be your best self every time, or else you're going to have an audience that is displeased because tonight they got a crappy performance, whereas the newspaper said that it was fabulous, right? So they had this flow. So, anyways, I'm feeling at my advanced age, I've been feeling like I pretty much know what flow is. But then along comes this girl, Jessica, and she says she can teach me super flow. And let me just say that she really, really is and has. I'm not done her course yet, but I just love it. Anyways, all of this was going to go back to why I was chastising myself for saying this is just a live stream of my life as an author. But Jessica, in her podcast this morning, said to one of the, she said it to someone else who had asked a question, but let's just say she was saying it to me. She basically said, "You show up like I'm Allie freaking Archer. Like you're Allie freaking Archer. You show up and people are thrilled to spend time with you, whatever that time might be." So I laugh a little bit at it, but that kind of rock star ism that is so good for us. And we should all be thinking we are blank freaking blank. Know what I mean? Because no one else is you. No one else is like you, can do what you do, is going to do it the way you do it. No one else but you. Okay, my bestie has just come online, so I must say hello. She asked if I was sick yesterday because I didn't show up. No, but it was a day. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, that's all. So, I have been super off my game for January, apparently. And I'm not too sad about it because I worked my butt off last year and I took very few breaks. And so, it see what I got? Well, a fancy new mic that I can hopefully mute because apparently that's something I need to do. Um anyway, so yeah, so I didn't and there was stuff. There was just stuff and I needed time to process and think. But you know what? I have a book due to my publisher and books due to my fans because I haven't published anything new since July. I honestly can't remember. It's been a beat. Like no doubt about it. and they are due some good books to make up for their awesome patience and everything. Sorry, this is the front part. Um, so yeah, so today, no, 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 that's not what I was going to say. So today I am not writing. At least it's not my expectation to write. Today I will be formatting. I have books to format. So if you are new to okay, so like this is a day in the life. So let me educate you a tiny little bit, my dear reader. So formatting in the old days was called typesetting. I think in Europe and the UK they may still call it typesetting. But basically it's the act of making your book into hey no making your book into products basically. So you've written your manuscript and yay, it's awesome, you've had it edited and it's all ready to go, but then you need to put it through some paces called formatting in order to make it available as an ebook, and even more formatting to make it available as a print book. At the moment, since I underwent a name change in September, all of my books are available on ebook, but they're no longer available as print books because I have not had the time to format them. And I have some other businessy tasks like that I've been ignoring that I need to take care of. So I'm kind of doing some more housekeeping or business side of things today, not really expecting to do much creating, except that I will be writing a blog post and also um, putting out my newsletter because I haven't done any of those things this year yet either. So yeah, I've got stuff to do, and I'm gonna be doing that stuff. And once I get my no Percy, once I get my mic set up, I should be able to mute myself so you don't have to hear me singing along to the music. But I do play music. Mute. Oh, that's weird. Okay, never mind. So I'll have. Oh, hey, Percy. Shh. Romeo, my older boy dog, jumped up onto the chair so that he could have some Percy free time. And of course, the puppy is disturbed by this fact, as you can hear. Oh my gosh. Romeo is looking at me with his ears like this, kind of like, and those, like, help me. Percy. No barking. Anyways, so I'm looking for, hi, Mio. You're a good boy. All right. So this is my fancy new mic. Woo! I finally broke down and got a blue, it's not blue, but like the blue brand microphone. And I didn't really, okay, this is totally vain. So I have this super cute microphone. I have a hard time not looking at myself, so I apologize. And it's so cute. And it matches my so cute headphones. But sometimes so cute is not so awesome. I think the sound on this one was good. It was fine. It was decent, but um, okay. So I think this one is fine, but it doesn't have any features. Like I can't mute it, and it's limited in its directions, and it doesn't. Anyways, I figured a week of live streaming was enough to prove that I'm doing this thing. So why not invest in it? There was this super great mic for like $40, and I totally could have gotten that mic. It had great reviews. It had a quick tap mute button on the top, which probably would have been even better for me than this like push button on the blue. But it was black and Percy, no, and kind of ugly looking. So whereas the blue had this, it's not pink, but it's white, and I have lots of white, and so yes, I spent $50 more primarily so that I could have a white microphone. And it's a good brand and is like generally considered to be the best one for this kind of stuff. So I am not going to judge myself. I did it. I did it with my own money. Thank you very much. And it makes me happy. So there. But I ordered it online from Amazon, of course. I like worship at the throne of Amazon, except for when they are really hard to work with when I'm trying to publish. Um, so I bought this online at like midnight, and it said, no, I know it was after midnight. It may have been even 1 or 1:30, 2 o'clock, because we had quite the night here. No, don't do that, Percy. You've got toys. Play with your toys. Um, so at about 1 a.m., all our smoke alarms, our fire alarms went off. And went off and off and off and off. We had to Google and finally found out that we had to flick the circuit breaker because these puppies, like we push the reset buttons. I stayed in bed while my men folk, who are all over 6 feet tall, went and took care of the smoke alarms. I mean, seriously, what could I do? I am 5'2". So I stayed in bed and looked at microphones. Um, so, anyways, I did find the answer, though. I did Google the answer, and they flipped the breaker, and that worked. But the same thing happened 2 more times. To say that my husband is a little um, unhappy this morning would be putting it mildly. He is like super chill most of the time, but he is very tired and cranky today. I, however, am fine. I'm a pretty good sleeper. It went off. I went to sleep. Went off. I woke up. It went off. I went to sleep. Like, I mean, whatever. But at one point, like at 5 a.m. or something, David had just gone back to bed after dealing with the latest smoke alarm situation. And no, we definitely did not have any kind of fire or anything like that. It was just the house is old, and the fire alarm smoke detector thingies have been hardwired for 20 years, right? Or no, 25 years or something. It's our house. So Okay, so then David had just gotten to bed and our Ring doorbell went off. So he looks and he sees somebody with a flashlight, like flashing a flashlight going around on our doorstep. And of course, he thinks it's a porch pirate, because unfortunately, we've been having a lot of that happen around our neighborhood. And he thought that it was somebody, he looked and they were a little bit down the road. So he figured it was somebody like scoping out places, looking for um, who had Ring doorbells, right? But then he saw that there was a package on the door and he brought it in. And I thought, okay, it's kind of weird that we didn't notice that there was a package last night, but I do have other things coming from Amazon, so I didn't really think any more about it until this morning when I saw the package and it was this that it was going to get delivered today by 3 p.m. But I mean, who delivers at 5 a.m.? Because plenty of people have um, Ring doorbells that are going to go off, and it's for Amazon. Like I said, I love me some Amazon, and I am not disappointed that my brand new fancy mic has arrived, and I get to use it right from the get go. But I'm sorry that it was just yet another thing, and my honey had to get out of bed again, because he'd had a really rough night. All right, I am going to hook this up and test it out. Ooh, lucky you. And then we're going to get to work. So, and I got to clean up this barf. So I'm going to turn on some music for you and set the mood, shall we? Well, since she would be down, I bet I'd do it in my All right. Excuse-moi.